What's up, and welcome back to the Lightweights podcast. My name's Joe, and today we have
No, Ilya quit, remember?
Oh, forgot.
Yeah,
Hard.
so now it's just you.
Now we have the Dropouts podcast. Today we're collaborating, baby.
Hell yeah.
This is the
Getting
first
shit done.
This is the first podcast that I've worked together with now as a solo artist.
Wow. How
This
do you
is-
feel?
I'm rejuvenated and depressed.
This is transactional, just so you know.
I know. I owe you something after this.
I want to let everyone know that's watching this. This is transactional.
Thank you for reiterating. that
Whoa!
point.
Word of the day, huh? Wait, let me take my ring off because
Why?
that could get annoying if I do this into the mic.
Oh, you don't do that on our podcast.
Because I don't care about our podcast. I care
Okay.
about Joseph's
Sick.
podcast.
This is so cool. You guys have this whole buddy. Are they going to hook up? Are they not hooking up vibe going on? And I'm here for it.
Or
Well-
like old married couple. That's a good
That
one.
doesn't have sex.
Yeah, that doesn't
I'd have sex with him. But he's not circumcised, so...
Yes, I am.
And I don't think he cleans his
Not
wiener.
that you would know because you never want to sleep with me.
Let's dive right into it. You guys have a Dropouts podcast
Zach
together.
Justice podcast with... And Jared Bailey there sometimes.
All the time. Every time, actually.
Popping
So,
on YouTube.
Somehow.
Popping like Jared does with those middle school girls' cherries.
All right. No.
Yes.
No.
That's what you said. You have it tattooed. Show him.
All right. It's a tramp stand.
Okay, don't call women tramps. Okay, hello.
Seriously, you have a thriving podcast, and I'm very fascinated with it. You guys just had Ray Romano on
Don't worry about it.
from Everybody Loves Raymond and Ice Age.
Yeah, that's what
I've
I was
seen-
so excited about. Was
What,
Ice
Ice Age?
Age?
Yes.
Because I had at that point, preparing for the podcast, I watched 2 more episodes, so 3 episodes in total
Wait, movies or episodes?
of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay.
right. So like, I didn't grow up on it. It wasn't like a staple, for me. I knew about it, but Ice Age, that was every time I hear him talk, I just picture Manny the Mammoth, and we didn't talk about it once, and I was so mad.
Wait, you didn't talk about Ice Age at all?
He didn't bring it
No,
up.
I
He got
forgot to
scared.
bring it up.
And I've seen more Ice Ages than I've seen Everybody Loves Raymonders
Were you
episodes.
Were you nervous?
A little bit. He's a very like cool and kind of like nonchalant guy.
He's worth a lot of money.
Oh, I know. That's the crazy part. Like, you're sitting there and you're sitting with, at one point, the highest paid television actor of all time.
I think he still makes around like $18 million a year.
which,
From Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yeah.
And
Just-
he came to your guys' apartment in North Hollywood.
I know.
We have a house now.
Oh, you do have a house?
Have you never been over?
Not to the new one.
Not to the new one.
You're
Yeah.
coming over Friday for Jared's birthday party.
Everyone keeps a shirt on.
Yeah.
Amen.
Isn't that a nice party where it's like nobody's insecure? Well, your body
You're
just got
looking
nice
great,
recently,
so-
so you're probably ticked.
I am. I
You're
worked
like,
really hard for this, and now I have to cover up.
Well,
Just wear like
it's
the
for Jared's
skin
birthday.
tight ones where like the abs show through.
Smart.
There you go. That's how you
Fishnet.
get around it. Yeah.
Okay.
We originally were going to do the party where you go in the pool with whatever you show up in, but you can't show up in like swimwear.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
But yeah, that seemed like a lot. So we're going to do shirts on.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay.
Were you nervous talking to him? He's a massive Hollywood star.
3 of his movies are my favorite movies ever. I was less like nervous. I was more excited to kind of
Yeah.
talk about.
Welcome to Mooseport.
No, it was Paddleton is one of my favorite movies ever.
You mean Paddington?
No,
Everybody
not
does
the
that,
bear.
and
not the bear.
I will stomp your teeth if you ever bring that up again.
Yes, please do.
You never seen it, Paddleton?
I never heard of Paddleton.
Yeah, that makes
It's a
sense.
great movie. It's Ray Romano, Mark Duplass. I think was it a Netflix like original, but like,
It might have been. It's fantastic. It's on Netflix. If you need a cry, it's a guaranteed cry.
oh my god, that will
He's
have
my
you
god, too.
sobbing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I also like The Big Sick. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
He's in that?
Yeah, he plays the dad.
Oh, yeah.
And then his new movie that just came out. What are we just promoting him?
Yeah,
Somewhere in
basically.
Queens. I'm not even joking. It feels like with all this cookie cutter movies coming out, everything feels like fast food. This is a home cooked meal of a movie.
Yeah.
It's a family recipe of a movie. It's actually really, really good.
How do you even get a guy like that on your pod?
You
Threatening,
guys- people.
gunpoint.
You guys are like TikTok-y, who's hot, who's not, smash or pass.
I've never made a smash or pass video. I want to put that out there. Okay.
How do you get connected to Ray Romano?
Zach Justice is helping out his best friend with a PBS children's show. So I'm helping them.
Which, like, Zach Justice and children's show just don't go hand in hand.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm wondering at what point are all these jokes going to come back to bite you? Maybe in like a year, maybe never.
Maybe it'll be the Cookie Monster that bites me. No, I think kids appreciate jokes about pedophilia. What do you say, Jared?
I would
has
like
his own
to
mic.
politely disagree with that.
His neck hurts, so he wants to lean back sometimes. Okay? Sorry that you don't care about your guests. Also, where's my mic stand?
We had budget cuts. That's the one thing Ilya took was the third mic stand.
That's
But
what
not
he
your
took in
will
the
to keep this
divorce.
podcast going. So how'd you guys break up the revenue?
Oh, amicably. I took it all.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Was he
doesn't
cool
need
with
the
it?
money.
Since he has
Zeal is doing fine.
Dude, he's got Zila, Dobricks, his plumbing company. This is the only thing I
He
have.
still has the plumbing company?
I think he gave it to his dad. We stopped talking
okay.
like a couple years ago. We were strictly just podcast partners.
I saw you with him this morning.
We didn't talk.
You guys didn't speak very much.
No, we didn't.
It was I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you said hi to me 3 times. He just looked at me.
Yeah, that checks out. He was busy. He was if you guys don't know, I've been working out for a while now, and
One time.
here, let's see who I got a text from.
One time.
Jess. You know her.
What'd she say?
She's coming to your birthday party.
Oh, how fun!
You do a lot of production outside.
Oh, here
of
we go.
Sorry, I want to hear you.
Sorry, I want to have a conversation.
You do a lot of production outside of just social media stuff. No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Both in different
He didn't
aspects
say
of media.
it's a yes or no question podcast.
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Have
because
you
that
ever
makes
had-
for a great podcast.
Have you ever had guests on where you'll just talk to them and they'll be like, okay, so this happened like really, and then they'll go, yeah,
No, most people want to be here.
hell.
So now you just look like the asshole.
Oh, Jared, we don't say word. This is also a family-friendly podcast.
Oh, sorry, a-hole.
Do you have any?
Butthead.
Do you have any of your own projects that you guys are working on? Perhaps with Paul Blart Mall Cop director and Daddy Daycare director.
Yeah, I got that director attached to one of my scripts. It's a comedy, kind of coming of age comedy, kind of like what's it called? Superbad.
Yeah, like those kind of early 2000s where they're not afraid to push the envelope.
Oh yeah, we get a little raunchy with the humor. So
Is this guy making that movie?
he's directing it. I wrote it, and then hopefully get to star in it. But it's set in high school, and I'm aging rapidly.
Oh, you were going to be the star?
Well, yeah, there's like 4 leads, so I was gonna be one of them. Which I mean, Ross Butler, he was like 30 playing a high schooler.
Aren't the people in Riverdale in high school?
Oh yeah, we're
and
fine.
they're like 35.
I started
in that.
writing it in like my very early 20s when I thought it's like, oh, the movie's gonna get made next year.
He was writing it when I first met him, and that was like 4.5 years ago.
I have a bug bite right here. Can you itch it?
What is that process even like to get a director of that status to your?
It's just kind of networking. You know, you get here, you meet somebody, you work hard, you do stuff for free. People like you. You show your worth a little bit, and then you get a manager who is best friends with a director, agent, and then you sit down with them, and then he was like, hey, this is like the first funny script I've read in a few years. Let's rock. So we rocked. We're rocking. Now we're in like the financing / doing another pass stage. Yeah, it's been fun.
To create a full length.
Feature film, apparently. Yeah.
And then you make the movie and then you sell it to a studio? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can get a deal with like a streamer first. We'd probably rather go that than theatrical because with social presence, we can just drive traffic to it rather than theaters. It's a little bit harder to drive traffic, even though like a theater release,
That would
just
be super
seeing
cool.
something in a movie theater would be pretty sick.
We could do like a private screening.
Jared, you're not even going to be there.
What the hell?
I'm throwing you a birthday party. You think you're going to be at everything? So yeah, a lot of streamers will pay you like a sum of money to buy it from you, or they help develop it from the start. There's a lot of moving parts. I think right now we're thinking about just doing it independently and trying to sell it afterwards at like a cheap budget. So yeah.
I had no idea you were actually this talented because I really thought you were just a meathead, just like lifting in the gym that one time this morning. That's it.
I know Ilya this morning. He was like, "So when's the last time you worked out?" I was like, "Oh, last time I was here," which was like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah. He put on, I think, negative weight at some point, and it was so heavy.
Oh.
After like the first like 3 reps, you're like, "Oh, I'm the strongest person on earth," and then once you do it 10 reps, the rest of the reps for the rest of the thing, This arm, I think, is made of a ramen noodle. my left arm. So a lot of people used to say that I over masturbated when I was little, and I'm gonna set the record straight. That is not true.
What was your record? How many a day?
No, this isn't about masturbation.
This is that masturbation.
Well, now you made it about
my
masturbation.
right arm was.
What's your record? Why are you avoiding it?
I will get there. My right arm was always bigger than my left arm growing up because I played tennis like every day. So and I had a one-handed backhand, forehand serve. So this just like grew a lot bigger. So this arm, even though it's small now, was much smaller then. And
is it 8?
No, I've never masturbated that
Is
much.
it 8?
I mean, my peak when I was younger, probably 3 maybe.
Bull.
Like once.
Bull. Your parents were on vacation one day and you had the whole day to yourself and you're just on the computer and the Wi-Fi.
Wait, is that too much or too little?
Too little.
Oh, okay. What was yours?
What?
You've got eyes.
Oh, what?
You could have eyes that have made it to the last tab on Pornhub.
It's been a dream of mine.
Tab.
They updated too much, especially with the community tab now.
Jaren's been having real life sex recently. Tell him her name.
What's
I'm not gonna say her name.
Is she coming to your birthday party?
I hope so.
There we go.
Did you invite her?
Yeah.
Is this your first time in love?
Hold on.
I wouldn't say I'm in love just yet.
Infatuated, definitely.
Infatuated, definitely.
How do you
we're
meet?
Still through friends. Mutual.
Meetcupid.com.
You probably know her.
I'll give you her name, first and last, see if you know her.
Okay.
You got to cut that out.
No, I don't know her.
Oh, you don't?
Wait. Yeah, I do know her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to be at the party, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I
Bubbles
hope so.
galore. She's going to be manning the bubble station.
Do you think she's into you as you are into her?
No.
What?
Oh, sorry. Next question.
I think so. I think there's like mutual attraction there.
Modern day dating is terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Coming from a guy's about to get married.
Yeah, I know. You're locked and loaded right now.
I know. There's such a weight of relief off my shoulders now that I'm done for life.
Yeah, that must be nice. Because that's the thing I'm struggling with. It's just like, you don't want to think about marriage too early, but you're also, it's like, I mean, still relatively young. Like, I just turned 25, but it's like, when do you start thinking about forever? So
Have you been on dates?
Well,
Do you take her on dates?
I've tried.
She had to get her nails done. It's not a big deal.
And her hair, and then one time her friend from college was in town. But
Have you smooched?
have we smooched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
seen
okay.
her labia.
Jesus.
Oh,
That's a
really?
way- That's an elegant way to put that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thank you.
I've spent some time over at her place.
What a
You went down into the dungeon?
Went down into the dungeon, as you say, as the kids say. So, God damn.
Dude, that is such my line.
Huh?
You've been stealing my lines recently.
Well, you're rubbing off on me.
No, I'm rubbing you
And
off.
rubbing. Damn it.
Oh, he's not
We got
quick.
there at the same time.
Do you work on any apps?
Yes, Caitlin. Can I ask you about Caitlin?
Sure.
Okay, so Caitlin is your fiance.
Correct. Soon
Do you-
to be married.
Would you say she's the perfect woman?
Dude, there's something crazy happening. Your dog's going insane. That sounded like a gunshot out there.
Yeah, what's going on?
If we get shot, I'm happy to die at the studio.
What's your question about Caitlin?
She's the perfect woman, right?
Yes.
So how are Jared and I supposed to find the perfect woman if you already have? Can we share?
Great question.
Thank you.
No.
But
Damn.
On Tuesday. No.
On Tuesdays.
You guys find your own perfect woman. There's a perfect woman out there for everybody. You just have to keep searching and finding it.
where'd you get this table?
Modernism on Coldwater. Is anyone working with Ashton Kutcher?
You got money now. Yeah, Jared is. What are you guys doing?
We're making an app.
Yeah, I'm working with him a little bit. He's an investor on this company I had founding shares in. Called
Wait, what?
What?
How are you like this successful?
Dude, it's crazy. Every day he just comes home or like out of his room and he's like, yeah, I just got founder shares. I just got equity in this company. I just got, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what?
I just enjoy entrepreneurship. I was originally supposed to go to UPenn and do like the whole Wharton business program. So I've always liked business and things of that nature. And I came out here for the arts and I was like, now that I have a following, I can use it as strategic leverage to be in companies I'm interested in. And I can use my outreach and knowledge of audience to help companies out.
I wish I had that kind of mindset. Like mine is.
You can't even respond to an email.
That's not true. I'm getting better at it. Mine is
Couldn't
much
be worse.
more like creative focus, like my mind, and so I just
What creative focus? No, let's break this down. How is
Okay.
so your mind is more creative focused? How?
like on my music and stuff.
Okay. He knows how to use Ableton. Let's not. He doesn't even put out music. That's what makes me mad.
That's not
I'm his
true.
biggest music encourager. I play it for when I meet new people. I play it and I tell them this is my roommate, and I've never heard one thank you.
You guys
That's
need a
not
mediator. You need a mediator and therapy.
Yeah, couples therapy.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, is this not it?
Is this yeah?
Did you talk to Ashton Kutcher?
Mm-hmm. I met him.
You met in person.
Mm-hmm. I've only met him in person once. It was at Tech Week LA. Nice guy.
What's he like?
Yeah, nice guy. Down to business.
Were you nervous?
Everything you hoped for and more.
Yeah, well, he's kind of a person I would want to emulate after, just because he's in the entertainment world. I like to be in front of the camera, but also he understands the business side of everything else and how to use like his leverage to work for companies he likes, or start companies he likes.
Working with all these people, have you guys ever been stiffed out of money?
We have the first people we
I
ever
wrote this question down for him, so don't act like he came up with this on his own.
First off, I led you to that question.
We lost $50,000 cash.
Yeah.
You lost it.
No,
Well, it
they
was
lost
stolen.
it.
So here I am thinking you guys are titans of the industry, business entrepreneurs. Meanwhile, you're just not collecting the money.
Well, this was before we were any of those accolades.
We met in our poor era.
You
And
gotta stop
there it
fiddling
is.
with this ring, man.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
And it's right in his camera, God,
Is
so
this a wiener ring?
unprofessional.
What kind of ring is this?
That's definitely his wiener ring.
It's really tiny.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that? Why is wiener shaming okay?
You're right. I take it back.
All right. Weird. I like Fat Joe better. So he wasn't mean. No, we worked with a company called Notorious, where their guy, what was his name?
Peter something.
He stole all of our money. We made like $50,000 with them.
Okay, well, so
As a podcast?
yeah,
Yeah.
because the
That's
story
when we first started. That's the first money we'd ever made, pretty much in our entire lives.
are supposed to make.
That wasn't minimum wage.
Yeah, and so it started. They came to us. This was probably when we had like maybe 100,000 subs on YouTube or something. And they came to us, and he was like, "Oh, I'm the same guy that worked with Zane and Heath." And like, when they had like the Forbes article written about them, about the 300,000 in 6 months, he's like, "I did that."
600,000.
600,000 in 3 months, something. I don't know.
Dollars?
Yeah. And so like got a Forbes article written about them, business magazine, and so he came to us, he's like, "I can do the same thing for you." And they had like Lindsay Lohan signed to them, Mike Tyson, and like a few other like legit celebrities. And so we're like, oh, these people have to be good. And like we went over to their house/offices, and they had whole teams of people working, and we're like, okay, this is like a legit company. And so we did a bunch of ads for them, and it was for like Warby Parker, and I think we had like Manscaped in there and stuff. So it was like legit ads, or like legit brands. And then
Basically, they just didn't pay us the money that we owed.
okay, well, that's a boring way to tell the story.
Off sponsorships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it even get that high?
Well,
we
it was
had-
all on net 60s.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, we got to push it to a net 90," and we're like, "Why?" And they're like, "We just blah blah blah."
It was
Okay.
something they're like, we got to work it out with like the legal teams between the brands, and we're like, okay, so net 90. So then 3 months later, we're like,
One of the brands reached out to us, and they're like, "Hey, I don't think we paid a large sum of money to
they
this
paid
guy
over $1 million.
to pay out all of their creators for like this huge deal," and they're like, "I don't think you guys are getting the money," and we're like, "Yeah, we haven't gotten it." So we reached out.
So then we forwarded that email to our team at Notorious, and they were like, oh yeah, again, just like legal issues or whatever. And then I think like 2 or 3 days later, Peter Vincer, that's his name, he sent out an email to everybody that was signed with Notorious, and was basically like, none of you are getting the money, and Notorious is no more, and just like dipped.
Not nice.
And you
Yeah.
haven't heard from him since.
No.
Has anyone heard from him?
I'm sure his family is
Yeah.
gonna call on his birthday or something. But
Maybe.
This is like a Fire Fest situation.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money you guys got stiffed out on.
Well, and then we talked to Zane and Heath about the whole
Unfiltered.
situation, and they basically said the same thing. He was like, that whole like Forbes article was just like a load of BS. Like they didn't see hardly any of that money.
Shut up.
yeah, what about that, huh?
And when he did it with them, his company was called Himalaya or something. So basically, like stiffed them, took the money, started Notorious, stiffed us, took the money, and then who knows if he has a company out there.
Have you linked up with Tyson yet about it?
No, but that would be great.
Mike won't hit me back. He's busy. He's doing boxing stuff.
I think he's just more into shrooms now,
Is he?
isn't he? He's like big into psychedelics or something.
Have you ever taken a shroom?
I haven't. That's so fucked up. You guys got stiffed out of that much.
He really knows how to transition.
And that was again like when we were still kind of struggling for cash, and so that money, like we needed that money, and
well, at least we get paid for coming on here.
oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
my people will reach out.
Your legal team will talk to our legal team.
Ilya or Josh?
Peter.
Someone's telling me we're not getting our cash.
You guys are doing great now with the podcast, though, financially.
We're doing better.
We don't take any money out of the podcast.
Yeah,
except
it's all
for
just kind of building up.
pays for rent. It's not even really building up. We have like 2
Wow.
employees. We pay out. We don't take any salary for ourselves, and then we just use it to pay rent, which is kind of like our home base. That's where we built our studio, and that's where we moved in our assistant to give her a nice place to live. It's funny, our assistant makes more money than Jared does.
Like on a monthly basis.
From the pod.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And then we just, everything we get, we just kind of like reinvest into the podcast. So like buying new equipment or like live show. We're doing a live show in New York, and we used it to July 27th.
Come watch it.
And so like we use that to like buy the tickets and stuff. Everything gets reinvested into it.
You guys just did a live show at Hollywood Improv now.
Yeah, how about that? No, it was at
Flappers.
How
was
in
that?
Burbank. It was good.
It was a lot of fun.
Do fans show up? Do you have fans?
Surprisingly.
It was like a little over 200 people.
That's a lot.
We were able to sell it out, so it was cool.
Yeah.
And what would you guys do? Just a live pod?
No, we did a bunch of games. We brought people on stage. We did like live Family Feud. We had prizes.
It was more like an interactive show than us just like sitting up there talking.
Yeah. I did a little bit of stand up. Yeah, it was fun.
Can you give us a little stand up now?
No, my knee hurts. Sorry.
Is that what you want to do, stand up?
No, I'm interested in it. I think it's the medium that I respect more than a lot of other things.
You got to go out with Jason Nash.
I've heard of him. He opened for us.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then maybe he should go out with you guys.
No, he's great. He's great. Yeah, we got to find an opener for New York.
I know. We're thinking. We reached out to like Ashley Gavin. If anybody knows her, she's fantastic. She was on our podcast. Hilarious woman. But yeah, this theater is like 330 seats, so it's even bigger than the last time.
We've sold 113 tickets as of today.
City Winery, Chelsea, New York. There we go.
Guys, this is a really big thing you're on. I don't think you realize.
We don't.
Well, we don't.
This is a really like big opportunity for you to do in a completely different setting, like a different medium, to do live shows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel real.
I feel like live shows is kind of where we thrive. I'm decently quick off my feet, and Jared's a fun punching bag, so it's great for the audience to
Love
hurl
that description.
insults at him. It was fun.
And how long's the show?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
You guys got to keep doing this regularly.
If we could sell
Really cash
tickets.
out on it.
Well, that was the thing. The last time we didn't even make any money.
No, I think we
'cause
lost money on it.
Dude,
Okay, you guys need a new format.
No, we bought a bunch of prizes. Like we bought an Xbox, like a bunch of Switches and
AirPods,
Beats,
gift cards.
and we could just give them out to the crowd.
Yeah, we were just like frisbeeing them out to people.
You threw PlayStation
Yeah.
at people's heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if people came on stage, they'd usually play a competition, and if they won, then we'd give them a nice prize. Yeah, I just want people. I'm so nervous about people leaving and be like, that wasn't worth my money.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want them to have the best time as possible. Like that, genuinely. I don't care if I make a penny on it right now.
Do free meet and greets after.
And we did.
Free?
Yeah, we stood there for like an hour.
Oh, amazing. That's what you have to do.
I think we talked to every single person that came to our show, which was a lot of fun. It was
Yeah,
really
we'll have
cool.
to talk to them. Hopefully the venue will stay open where we can meet as many people afterwards as possible on this one.
Yeah.
I see why Zane and Heath have like taken you guys under their wing. I feel like
They're under our wing now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's how big you guys have gotten.
Well, no. But yeah, no, I think Zane and Heath are just, it's hard to find genuine people in LA. So that's kind of, we all connected pretty fast.
Is that why you don't hang out with me?
Yeah,
Yeah, fake as hell. If anybody watching this, Joe is just.
I've been reaching out to Joe. I've had 10, he hasn't texted me back 10 times. And then the one time he texted me back, he's like, can you come on the show?
Yeah, I needed something.
Yeah, that's okay.
I just invited you guys to my wedding.
That is true. I'm so excited.
We were
for
very, we weren't taken back.
a little bit.
Emotional?
We were very appreciative that you invited us to your wedding. I love like celebrating other people, and I think it's gonna be a really good
love. You know,
Yeah.
That's why we wanted you guys there. We only want like people who are really supportive of it.
Yeah,
You don't
just
want
a good
anybody on the
time.
Snapchat program there.
Basically,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha,
We want
gotcha.
people who are just there to take photos and like keep them to themselves.
yeah,
not share
yeah.
with the
For
world.
our
Yeah.
memories, not anybody else's memories.
Yeah,
You have to get a suit.
I was told black
Dude,
tie. I was told
Black tie. I'm so excited. I love suits and like dressing up.
we got to find out how long are people staying out.
They're going up the day before. So the night before they're gonna like hang out in Santa Barbara, and then the following day is the wedding, and then people are getting room that night too, and then going home the day after.
Okay,
Perfect.
we'll find a hotel near there. I assume your guys' hotel is booked up.
Yeah, we're staying. Yeah, you stay
Well, they're
with us.
staying on the venue.
Yeah, do you want to stay with
Oh,
us?
I didn't know that. I thought everybody was like staying at the same hotel.
Well,
There's a couple different hotels people
Okay.
are staying at.
Gotcha.
You want to stay in the room with us?
Yeah,
I'll hold the camera.
I'll do sound.
Are you nervous about your first time having sex?
Yes, I've looked online at how to do it, and I've
Oh,
read
it's
enough.
not.
It's scary.
It's easy. Oh,
Oh,
Scary and easy. Okay. I like
scary
scary
easy.
I like that.
skeezy.
Have you did the Zane and Heath roast?
Yeah, that's still up, right? Let's cut to a clip.
oh, video unavailable.
Interesting.
You like did you had some pretty raunchy jokes, risque jokes? No.
Yeah, but I feel like they cut out my decently dark ones.
Probably for good measure.
They weren't even that dark, I don't think.
I know. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people just don't like the internet. Just doesn't appreciate dark humor anymore.
I did get in trouble for Hidaya's jokes.
Okay.
Well, Hidayah, she like helped me with the jokes too, because it's like I don't want to toe the line of making fun of a religion or a ethnicity, and she's like, okay, this okay, this is okay, this isn't, and TikTok said that was not okay.
Yeah,
I felt really
which
bad.
is crazy because like
You get death threats?
I had TikToks made about me and people. Yeah, a couple death threats actually.
yeah.
But
But it's so funny how people get like offended on other people's behalfs when like they had like a couple joke writing sessions at our house, like in our living room, and Hidayah was on FaceTime like coming up with these jokes, but everybody's like, how could you say this about her? And it's like, she's the one that made the joke. He just delivered it.
I don't know. I was whatever, Same. What about? I feel like we're making this all about us. What about you?
Yeah, what about
Are
me?
you sponsored by the Whopper?
Soon, maybe.
Good.
I dream.
That's actually a cool sweatshirt.
What's your
I like
favorite
that a
fast
lot.
food restaurant?
Burger King.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
What do you get there?
Whoppers.
Wild. Okay.
Fire away, man. What
That's
else
the
you got?
first person I've ever heard say that Burger King's their favorite fast food restaurant.
Oh, back in the day when they had Cine Minis, do you remember those?
No.
Oh
Those
my gosh,
were
it was
great.
a transcending talent.
One missed opportunity. I never got to try that Black Whopper around Halloween time.
Oh yeah,
I really wanted to try that.
that thing looked like it would burn a hole in you if you
Hopefully.
ingested it.
Hope. Yeah, are there any other big celebs coming to Jared's birthday party?
Well, so far the big celebs I've invited have said no. Not said no, or haven't responded.
Okay, so they still have time. It's in a couple days.
Who else is coming? I texted David Dobrik. You know him?
He's busy.
I do know him.
He told me to tell you he's busy that day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't text me back, so that checks out. Well, I don't know. I felt bad. I was like, I might as well text him, but he didn't respond. So
It's okay.
Thanks, man.
They'll
It's
come
all
next year.
I want to try to find love at this party.
Do you think you're ever gonna find love? Maybe at Jared's party.
Don't act like you came up with this. You're gonna cut around.
I know in editing that's gonna look so seamless.
I don't know
makes
what
me
you're
so
talking about, man.
But
God damn
Oh my
it.
God, you need to
Dude,
stop saying
you
her
gotta
name.
stop.
I'm going to slip up.
that's fine.
That's not fine.
Why? People don't care.
I care.
I
That's
was saying
all that
who, I was
matters.
saying who I'm gonna find love with at the party.
Okay.
Is it okay if I forget to bleep out the name?
I would prefer you didn't, but
It's fine, dude. It's fine.
no, you can't just say it's fine.
But is it fine? Are we all gonna
Probably
die
not.
one day because the sun's gonna blow up?
Yeah, in like 4.5 billion years.
Exactly.
Have you ever slipped up and left an edit in that really fucked you over?
That really
Yeah, I mean, with the girls. No, like your old girlfriends.
oh yeah.
He talked about their sex life and they got pretty mad.
Oh, you left it in by accident.
Well, I didn't say any names and I didn't say any details about who it was, and we were never official. But
She unfollowed me. I didn't even do anything.
I did go into detail about our sex life.
Maybe she was never following
And
me.
what?
Maybe she just blocked me.
And she then hit me up and was like, "Hey."
I'd like to apologize to you.
She said her friend sent this to her and knew it was her.
Well, that's not true.
But I didn't know. There was no way to know. So we did end up cutting it out. But there was one time. So we had Nick Viall on our podcast, and he wrote a book called "Don't Text Your Ex Happy Birthday." And we had him on, I think, a few days after my ex's birthday, and which I texted her happy birthday.
Classic Jared.
Classic Jared. And
Are you trying to be nice or were you trying to swoop the coop?
no, I was just trying to be nice because
Were
like
you trying to lay some eggs in the basket again?
I wasn't.
Were you trying to have sex with her again?
Nope.
Were
Okay.
you trying to slide down that chimney?
Were you trying to have sex with her?
Were you trying to pull
You're
out your
so
lightsaber?
elegant.
Were you trying to have sex?
No.
Wow, you're laughing at having sex with her. That's disgusting.
I was just trying to be nice because like at that point we had an amicable, relationship, and even after the breakup. And so I was curious. I was like, why shouldn't you text your ex happy birthday? And we went into this whole thing. And then she like wrote a blog post about me and how I was divulging all of our private information online.
Say sorry.
I'm sorry. I did apologize profusely.
And now they're back together.
Hey!
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no,
No.
now he's with.
God,
gotta
dude.
stop.
Zach, I'm gonna kill you.
What are you two like off the camera? Are you guys like fucking with each other nonstop? And you're roommates. Is it hell? Do you need to move in here?
We never hang out at the house.
No.
Dude, he's always in his room.
I like it
I'm
in
always
there.
like in my studio. Like this is
We see each other in passing.
yeah.
Do you say hi, or is it just so you guys have been together for so long?
No, no.
Zach just kind of growls at me whenever he walks by.
Well, that's primal.
I hated having dude roommates.
really.
It was the fucking worst.
I think we're actually pretty good roommates.
Are
Yeah.
you?
Like
Well-
we don't get in each other's spaces. We
Yeah.
Who's messier?
Definitely me.
Yeah.
The best thing I feel like that happened for us was that we learned how to be roommates before we became friends.
acquaintances.
I knew you were gonna say that.
We're partners.
And so like we know how each other functions like as in our living spaces, and then we know when to initiate like the friendship contact in those living spaces.
A little messed up thing is at our house, he has 2 rooms. I only have
Dude,
1.
I don't want to hear it.
Isn't
okay?
one a producer room though?
It is. It's a studio, so it's technically a work room.
That's what
Do you
he
pay
uses
more?
for music. Yeah, I pay way more.
Oh, you pay more and you get 2 rooms?
Yeah.
No,
messed up.
His room is literally the size of half the upstairs. Like it is. Imagine this room, but like 4 times the size. That's just the bedroom part. He has an office in his room. Okay, where he has his desk set up. He has a walk-in closet that's probably about the size of this room, and then a bathroom that has a bath, a rock wall shower.
Okay, you have
and
a rock wall shower.
I'm not climbing in there. I didn't bring my ropes.
Well, the bath is a jacuzzi actually, and then a private room just for the
Jerry,
toilet.
you're gonna make all the women want to come in my bedroom.
Do I get to come see this house?
Yeah,
you'll
on
see it on
Friday.
Friday.
Happy
This is
birthday.
a fucking nice house.
No.
Well,
You have a rock wall in your bathroom?
it's a
It's
nice
not a
shower.
rock wall.
What are you talking
It's an
about?
accent wall.
Do you guys cry together? How much do you pay for rent and how much do you each pay for rent? Can I ask?
Well, the podcast pays for it.
Podcast pays
In
all
full?
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't even look at it.
Oh.
But it's also so it's 6 bedrooms, but you know, a lot of them are production. Like we're gonna launch another podcast. One of them's the one that Alyssa works in.
Another podcast?
Well, I am. I want to have a podcast.
What's it called?
I haven't started yet.
Outdrops?
Drops.
Light,
You mother trucker.
heavy,
You dirty fuck.
heavyweight
Heavy scales. Heavy
with Ilya,
dense objects.
Oh, I would be livid if you started a podcast with Ilya.
and he's just like really consistent.
Yeah. This whole thing, he didn't have time, and he starts another one with you. And
We don't bring you up once out of spite. Just talk about me.
no.
Do you want to do a teeny weeny?
Yeah, I'll do it later.
Okay. My ex girlfriend used to be in love with his. He did a podcast on David's.
Yeah.
Was it David's? Where he would. How many seconds did you get?
25.
You got 25 seconds.
25 seconds.
You got 25 seconds in David's old podcast, where it's called the Teeny Weeny Podcast, and he would talk in the middle of it. But my ex girlfriend, yeah, she was your biggest fan.
I mean, the intro just laid me up so perfectly. I'm gonna play it now. Whoa, that was insane. And then I did
Dang.
all visual bits. That was my only goal.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
David hated it. So and then my favorite, I had a mime come in and I did an interview with a mime. So I was just asking questions and they were like, "Woo, woo." That was good. I had a pool party. David wasn't invited.
Did you ever get an individual brand deal?
I was trying, but
That'd be so funny.
their sponsorships were like so out of this world that I thought if I went and got a sponsorship of my own for like $500, it'd be such like an undercut to them.
It'd be so funny though.
Yeah, they wouldn't have cared.
Yeah,
I didn't want to like overstep anything and like,
Yeah.
but that would have been.
I heard they're bringing it back though. Views.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
I didn't hear that either.
No, but buy all like the boxes in the Views room. I doubt it.
My
Oh,
buddy does podcast advertising, and he just told me that the Views podcast comes up when they're doing sponsorships. I'm like, it doesn't exist anymore.
But they're still like, we'll throw some money at it.
Yeah, maybe they'll bring them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jason wants it back.
Jason actually had a funny bit in his stand-up when he opened for us about Views, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna
that's
say
pretty
it.
good.
I'm gonna say it.
No,
So
you're gonna
wrong.
say it
Never
verbatim.
Mind. Never mind.
No.
Everyone, just go see Jason in stand-up live.
No, just say what the bid is.
I don't want to ruin it for him because
Okay.
I'm gonna do it such a disservice. It was about Views and how he's like insufferable to talk about, and so David ended it anyway. Yeah.
Moment of silence.
R.I.P. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Does no one
it.
believe in a moment of silence?
We had it.
Oh, okay.
Dropouts podcast. Where can everyone find you?
Dropouts podcast. On
We live in North
YouTube.
Hollywood.
What's the address?
1-6.
For the love of God, cut that out.
Oh shit, guys! I really am the worst podcast editor.
That's fine.
Oh fuck. We're
Come
gonna
to
have
the pool
move.
party. All right, high five on 3.
1,
1,
2,
2, 3.
Fuck off! Damn it!
All right. Thank you.
Good
Thank
night.
you.